Welcome back. It is the first check day of the northern trap line up here around where I live. I think I got 8 sets put out yesterday, so let's go make some checks. You can see the terrain around here is quite a bit different than down south. It's a lot more just subtle rolling hills and not as many deep timbered draws, so it's basically a lot of fence line trapping. Just pulling up to the first set here. Looks like a blank. I don't see anything out there. I'm probably not going to get out and actually go check any of them until next weekend, as long as there's no animals in them. So, it could be dug up, but I'm guessing it's not. First night around here, and it's not like coyote super highways, so chances are we just didn't have a coyote walk by it. But next set's just around the corner here, so let's go check it out. Here's the next set. Still looks good. Nothing's worked it yet. So, head down the road. It's about 2 miles or so to the next set. I'm spread out probably, I'd say I'm running roughly 15 miles from north to south, so a little more sporadic than what I had down south, and won't be quite as many coyotes. So let's head to the next one. Here's the third set, right here by this culvert. Nothing doing there, so we'll move to the next one. So I was on the way to the next set, but this is a big travel corridor for coyotes. This fence line runs all the way up into there to that big timber, and then it crosses the road right here and runs all the way over to here to that big timber. So they run this fence line back and forth, and you can see there's a big dig out right here. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm gonna use that deer head I got, shove that deer head up in there, and then do another set right here on the hole and entry. So let's get one thrown in there. We'll see what happens. Here's that finished set. Got my pan pretty much right here, kind of centered on the right side of the hole. The deer head's shoved up in there. And then I put some Kathmandu lure right on the top of the hole. So I don't know if that was a badger that dug that, or a coyote, or a woodchuck, or what, but we'll see if we can't wrangle something out of there. So now let's move and check those other traps. See how many I have left. A set 9. I think I got 5 or 6 left, so I'd like to set probably 2 more today. But let's move down and check those other ones. Yeah, it must be a badger working this area. So you can see there's a hole right there, right here, right down there. There's one right here. So he's been trying to dig up some pocket gophers, looks like. Hopefully we can catch him. It'd be awesome. So I guess now I have 2 different areas set for badgers. And there was actually another ditch spot. Oh, it's up here. It'll be the second one, the second from the next one we check. was actually some badger sign there too. So, well, let's go hit this next one. If there's any of them that we're gonna catch on the first night, I would guess this one, because it's the only one that's not real close to the road. So let's see if we got anything wanting to work our sets. Not seeing anything bouncing down here. We'll go up, get a little closer look. Nothing doing here. Got some more leaves in the hole. Still looks good. Trap's not dug out or anything, so we're still in the game. Let's head down about we gotta go about a mile to the east for the next set, so let's head over there. And we're just rolling up. This is the other set that had some badger sign near it. But it's right down there in that corner. Nothing doing. So now we've got probably 4 or 5 miles to go before we get to the next set. So if I find a good spot, I'd like to put one in between. So I'm gonna keep my eye out. If not, I'll see you at the next set. So I found another spot that I think looks pretty good. But we've got a big woolly draw, and then a big slough out here, big cattail slough, and then the draw keeps going all the way up. We've got that fence line over there, comes all the way down here to the meets up with this fence line, and then across the road we've got a fence line that comes up to the road right here. So I'm thinking right here in this corner should be a pretty good hub. I didn't see any scat in the road or anything. A lot of times coyotes, when they're crossing the road in a spot, they'll leave some poop right there in the center, just kind of mark it. Oh, that mud is pretty fresh. There's a deer track there, deer track there, deer track. I don't see any real fresh coyote sign, but I think I'm still gonna throw a set in. It's on my direction of travel, so may as well get one in and see what happens. But I'll show you guys once I get it in. And that's a wrap on that one. It's kind of just a regular dirt hole, but I left it with a lot of eye appeal. And I used Caven's bait and then Caven's, or I think it's Caven's Yodel Dog lure. And I'm gonna hit her with some red fox urine. She'll be good to go. So might have to set one more today, but let's go check those next few. See if we got any coyotes dancing for us. As you can see, this is Iowa shotgun hunting. They all just stand along the road by the telephone poles while the other guys push the deer out, which is fine. It's a productive way to do it. I just don't like being shot at myself. But I want to get a set in. There's a big pack of coyotes that live right there in that little draw, so I want to get a set in that ditch here, so I might have to do it after dark. And speaking of which, pretty much all of my checks that you guys will see, I probably won't make a video unless I have some catches, but all my checks are going to be after dark because I got to go to work during the daylight, so it makes it a little bit tougher to film, but I'll still try and capture as much as I can. Last year I had some check days that were after dark, so I'll do what I can, but I got 3 more sets to check that were already out. I still want to get one more out up here, plus that one back there. So let's head up there. We got 2, 3, 4 miles until we get there, so see you when we get there. So this is the big river that I was talking about, and it pretty much forces any wildlife. Some deer will swim across it, but the coyotes are not going to swim it. So that set I made is just right up here on the other side of the river on this little dike. Let's see if we got anything working it. Does not look like it. Oh, caught a possum. So I'll go down there, get him out. I have to do a remake on it. So I'll show you guys a closer look at the possum. Gotta walk down there. Hey, we made a catch, so that's a plus, but possum's not the target species. Let's go get him out. Now you can see he's actually sleeping, I think. Not even playing dead. Oh, now he's playing dead. I'm just gonna get him out of there. I don't like hassling with having to skin him and do all that, and I don't feel like just killing him and leaving him, so just gonna release him. There he goes. Kind of a dark colored one, almost black, but he shouldn't come back, so get this set remade and I'll show you once the remake's done. Alright, here's the finished remake. I turned it into more of a walkthrough set, so I kind of established a trail coming through that side and then a trail coming through here. Some of you guys commented, and when I had the big horseshoe in my remakes, they said put it on both sides and do a walkthrough, so we'll give her a shot. I did that I think actually before you guys commented on it down south for one set, but I don't do it very often, so we'll see if it works here. But she's all remade. The possum's gone. He's doing good, so let's get out of here. And the last 2 sets to check. Looks like we got a bunch of people shotgunning in the public land. So right here was the first set. Oh, sorry for the glare. Throw my window down. It's right there. That was the double dirt hole. Doesn't look like anything yet. And then the next set was on the opposite side, up here. Let's go check that out. Doesn't look like any action yet. The dirt's starting to dry out now, so should be good. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I don't know, what do I got left? Got 4 traps left, and I think I'm gonna save those if I start getting a set that either has a digger on it, I start getting it dug up, or if one of these spots turns hot, I'll add those as a double. So, not too bad. What do we set? 2 or 3 today. And I've been keeping track of my baits and lures. Let me show you guys here. So I've been using this app. Basically, every location is GPS marked, and then within the location, the name of it, I've got the baits and lures. So I'll be able to tell you exactly which baits, which lures are catching. Like I said in my last video with the bait and lure review, I don't think the bait or lure makes a huge difference. As long as the coyotes are going to be willing to work the set, you're going to catch them. So I think the bait and lure is mostly just to get them there, get them intrigued, and they have a thieving tendency. So if a fox or a cat or anything buried food there, the coyote's going to want to steal it and move it or eat it. So no matter what it is, as long as it's a meat-based bait, they're going to want to steal it and at least move it. So, but thanks guys for watching. Like I said, the check video is coming up this week, and the following week during the work days will be at night. So I'll have a flashlight, and I probably won't edit up a video unless I have a couple of, or at least one catch. So if you see a check video, it means there's a catch. I'm not going to promise that it's a coyote. It could be a house dog. There's a lot more populated area around here, and I have caught a dog in the past and successfully released it. So, but I try not to get close to houses. And the last one I caught was actually 1.5 miles from the closest house, which is hard to do in this area. So. Well, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go spend the rest of my Sunday and get a little relaxation in and watch some football. So stay tuned, guys. Check videos coming up, and hopefully we can get after a few local dogs here. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. If you haven't already, please subscribe.